Now, here's Dominic Carter on Talk Radio 77 WABC.
Let's go to Peter in Harlem. Good morning, Peter. You're on Talk Radio 77 WABC.
Yes, good morning, Dominic. I've heard 5 accounts of this Bodega situation. So something's wrong with news reporters where the one says he's 51, one says he's 61. My point to you, that young lady, and I say young lady, that is a politician that was twerking, did she violate any law?
Peter.
I'm talking about the woman.
Okay, you're talking about the senator. Peter, wait, Peter, are you serious?
Well, I'm asking you, was she violating a law?
Of course she didn't violate. Peter, please tell me that you're not going to find a way to justify.
No, I'm not defending it, but I don't like this station always convicting black people without a court.
Okay, but Peter,
a trial. Listen to me, stupid.
Okay,
a trial and a jury.
Peter.
You sit there and monkey and kiss ass.
Peter. No, don't cut him off. Don't cut him off.
Don't cut me off.
Don't lower his order. Leave him alone. Okay, so Peter. You're insulting me.
You always go after the blacks harder than you do the white criminals.
Okay, Peter. Any situation.
Dominic, I don't need you to cut me off. I think I said enough to make your realize you're a fool.
Okay. Well, Peter, thank you for insulting me. But guess what, Peter? At the end of the day, I'm going back to my house and my family is fine. How's your life, buddy? At the end of the day, my community is doing well where I live at. How's your community doing? And you're calling me stupid? And I have a master's degree. What do you have, Peter? Besides rhetoric and nonsense. Talking this garbage. I cannot believe that this man just called up here and an attempt to justify with the amount of damage that's being done to kids of color, and he's finding, and then he was a coward and hung up. Folks, I didn't cut him off. I would not cut him off, no matter what he said about me, because he cannot insult me. It's impossible. It's impossible. I had to work too hard throughout my entire life to get to where I am. There is nothing, Peter, that you can say about me, my family, my kids, my wife, nothing that's going to be a skin off my apple. I've paid my dues. Have you paid yours? You're going to defend a young lady standing on her head with half of her backside hanging out. We can almost see her private part. And she's an elected official, and did she break any law? This is why kids and these young men are in the situation that they're in now, Peter, simply because, and you said that I'm standing up here doing this for white folks. That's what you said. But notice I'm still here. You're the one that ran away like a coward and hung up. Not me. Not me. I'm still here. And you can call back. I welcome you to call back. I will put you to the front of the line if you call back and take your call. Let's go to Jacqueline in Brooklyn. Good morning, Jacqueline. You're on Talk Radio 77 WABC.
Good morning, Dominic. Regarding the Highland Park murder, the father, charges should definitely be brought against the father, not only aiding and abetting the son, but also the victims should be able to sue civilly for financial damages, because the kid's got no money. You got to go after the father. And they hired, reportedly, what's his name? The guy that is in jail,
yes,
R. Kelly's lawyer.
Right.
So they got to have some means. They have to have some financial means.
And
you got to have these people.
The father owns a deli, a popular deli in the community.
You got to go after these people. If you can't take away their freedom by putting them in jail, you need to go after them civilly and financially. And regarding Mr. Alba, the bodega owner, everyone in his community should peacefully protest, not only at Bragg's office every day until the charges are dropped, but they should also protest at his home, Mr. Bragg's home.
Yes.
Just like the peaceful protesters have been doing with the Supreme Court justices because they were unhappy with the decision. Until those charges are dropped against Mr. Alba, and he should also have his bail refunded. And finally, Dominic, I'm surprised. I know you are a absolute professional, but those individuals do not deserve to be referred to as young ladies. They are trash.
Jacqueline, I'm trying to figure out. Obviously, you're referring to the young ladies that were upset they had to pay $1.75 for an extra sauce.
Not the young ladies, the trash.
Okay. Well, see,
I said it for you since you can't say it.
Well, see, I don't have the right word yet to describe them. But I have to be honest with you. Who raised them? That's what I want to know.
Yeah. Again, all of these situations that have been going on throughout society, whether it's shootings, whether it's these trashy individuals, we have to get back to basics. People may not want to hear this, but I always bring it back to the enemy. This is the work of the enemy. The enemy's hand is in all of this, destroying society, turning us against one another, and getting everyone to do his evil, dirty deeds.
It does. It does appear that way. But you know what, Jacqueline? Before I move on, what if I'm Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg? I could see myself at the staff meeting, one of those early morning meetings. And I would say to my chief of staff and to all my bureau chiefs, I guess who handles the criminal division, hey guys, if we go forward with prosecuting this bodega worker, where clearly Doug comes behind the counter and pushes this man almost where he's forced to sit, and then he's berating him, I would say if we prosecute this case, what about all the other cases where we've let shoplifters walk, all types of cases where people have walked right out the courtroom on bail? Guys, I could lose the election on this one alone. Let them walk. And so I don't understand. I really, really don't get it. Talk Radio 77 WABC. Peter, I'm still waiting for your call back. I'm still waiting. I'm waiting. Peter, where were you when I was the only black graduate student up at the Newhouse School of Communications, fighting to obtain a master's degree in journalism? Peter, where were you when Amadou Diallo's mother reached out to me to tell her story about her son? Or how about Michael Griffith and Howard Beach? Or what about covering Bensonhurst, in which I covered the side of the Italian-American community and the African-American community? And then you have the nerve to call up here and group me in with all the other WABC hosts. I don't know what some of them say on their shows, saying that we're always attacking black people. That's not true. But sometimes we have to look in the mirror. Now, I would prefer if Senator Mack in Rhode Island, if she played up the fact that she had an Ivy League education degree from Brown University. That's something to be proud of. Showing us your backside while you're doing a handstand and your private part is barely covered, and you're an elected official and kids of color are in crisis and you're supposed to be a role model is not exactly the right thing to do. Peter, I'm waiting. Tick tock, tick tock. Where's the call? Oh, you got me, Peter. You said mean, nasty things about me, and then you ran away. That makes you a coward. Man up. I'm right here. There is nothing you can say that's going to get under my skin. I'm right here, Peter. We have a full log of calls, but Peter, we will put you to the top since you want to attack me and call me a coward and all the other things. And I have been the first African American in many areas, and you have the nerve to attack me. I've paid my dues. Have you paid yours? Besides sitting somewhere on a couch talking nonsense and garbage? trying to defend something that cannot be defended? Let's go back to the telephone calls. Let's go to Dan and Pauline. Good morning, Dan. You're on Talk Radio 77 WABC.
Hi, Dom. How you doing? I've been following you for years, 30 years. I've followed you.
Well, thank you.
You come across as a complete gentleman. Don't listen to that guy.
I'm not. My thing, Dan. If you're gonna do stuff like that, stay on the phone and let's talk. You know, I let him say what he had to say. We didn't cut him off, but then he ran away like a coward.